Okay, we're back on What's Going On. I'm your host, Colin Michael Job. We have a really good show for you today. A special guest is Dr. Nadine Wong. Dr. Nadine Wong is the founder and CEO of ALABASTER Wellness Clinic, and also the author of What If Your Hair Could Speak, What Would It Say? What If Your Hair Could Speak, What Would It Say? Really interesting book. And Nadine, you were telling me before that your practice involves trichology, naturopathy, and psychology, correct?
Psychotherapy.
Psychotherapy, okay. Mm-hmm. And let's talk about that for example. So once you've designed, you were telling me before, someone comes to you, they're assessed, and then a lot of the issues are linked to self-esteem issues or other psychological issues that they're having.
Right.
So now what? What do you do to help rectify that and get that person back on track?
There are many methods. My services is tailor-made on a wide scale.
Okay.
Anything from body issues, addiction issues, sex therapy, on a wide...
Really? Sex therapy?
Yes, sex therapy.
Oh, okay. So how's that linked to hair loss?
How does it link?
Sorry?
How does it link to hair loss or hair?
Oh, I've never heard of the link between the two.
Well, it comes back to the same. In certain communities, men complain all the time is, I can never ever touch my wife hair while making love.
Oh, okay.
And when you actually do a one-on-one session with the wife, it turns out that she has her own boundaries, that subconsciously she has used her hair as that guard. So you can only touch so much, and her hair is her own line of defense.
I see. So there are limitations there.
There are limitations.
Oh, okay. And I guess there are more limitations if she's wearing a wig.
Wig, a facade, or sometimes she's not. She just basically got her hair done well, and she just doesn't want any kind of contact on her head. And
how, so that evolves into a bigger issue then?
Oh yes, it will. First of all, it would be confrontation. Because if your partner wants all of you and you're resisting, he will be a little bit, or your partner will be a little bit frustrated. Just a little bit. Okay.
So in a situation like that, do you deal with both of them, or how do you rectify an issue of the such?
You would need to deal with both of them because it's two people making love, right?
And are men open to coming to discuss this, or?
To talk about sex, yes.
They are?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any footage? Is there a website that we can all go to and check it out?
That's confidential.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say that's coming to a website near you, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. And so in that particular instance, the couple is brought in and they're counseled. Mm-hmm. Okay. And there are other areas as well that may lead to some psychotherapy?
Those are predominantly the major errors. Either conscious or subconsciously, people just want to know why they do what they do, or why they realize that there's a stumbling block of some sort. So most people come because they want to go forward and they just don't know how. And personally, I believe that when a person comes to see a therapist or they come to seek counseling, I think you already have the answer. You just really need help to kind of unlock it, assistant to go forward.
So people, they have their own solutions?
Because you are who you are. A doctor on any level is not there to change you. Because if they convert you, at the end of the day, when you sit back and you evaluate yourself, or you become one within yourself, you're going to revert back to originally your own mindset.
Okay, so you've got to be willing to change.
You have to be willing to change. Remember, I said at the beginning, health first is a mental thing. If your mind don't see it, then your body will not go forward. If you don't perceive the thought or act on the thought, right, then the vision, it won't be a vision.
It isn't going to happen for you.
It's not going to happen at all. So it comes back to the mind. Without mental health, you have nothing.
Okay. So have you encountered clients that are just so broken that they're unable to be fixed?
I wouldn't really say that they're unable to be fixed. I think it just takes a longer time. and that require patience and a mindset that you really want to be helped and you really do whatever it takes to get to that point. And it's okay if you are quote unquote not fixed. You're at that mindset saying, okay, you know what? I'm accepting my result, or I'm accepting the way that I am.
Even though it's not working for you?
Well, you'll make it work for you. You will make it work for you. Or in a sense, actually, yeah, you will make it work for you. You have to. Because, say for example, the color of your skin.
Okay.
There are options. But over the years,
there are options.
There are options.
I mean,
should we dare talk about one particular person and, you know, it took a, yeah, we won't touch that one. There are options.
Let me guess who you're talking about here.
There are options.
Okay.
There are many options,
okay.
right? At the end of the day, there are many options. There are many options, but you know, it's just your mindset. People go through changes, they do things. You know, ladies, they grow their hair. Men cut their hair. Tomorrow they're braiding it. You know, people make changes. It's a cycle, and they come back to the beginning state of mind.
Okay, interesting. Well, let's talk about gray hair for a second there. Mm-hmm. Is that a side effect of something? Is that because some people say it's natural. You're a certain age, you should have some grays. That's what some people say. And others say I've heard the argument that it's a nutritional imbalance.
It's a mineral, it's a copper deficiency, which is a mineral deficiency. Outside of your body aging, if it happens prematurely, it just simply means you have a low mineral deficiency, and the key mineral, that would be copper. So
it actually can be corrected?
Well, it depends. As I said, if it's genetics, there's no correction, and if it's a nutritional deficiency, of course, with the right dosage, you should be able to get some. You know what? When it actually comes in, a lot of times your hair may not come 100% to its original shade. It may look like a bit musky. It won't actually come back to whatever color you have before when you actually do the mineral treatment. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if it's genetic, there's nothing that you can do. You just have to embrace it.
Isn't genetics overrated?
No.
I mean,
that is the code.
Isn't because you know what? That's my gut feeling. I'm not saying that genetics doesn't play a role. But what percentage of that role does it play in anything?
It plays 100%. That's the 100%? That's the code to your life.
I don't know. I beg to differ.
This is the reason why today you meet someone and they have short hair, you pick them up at 9 o'clock and they have long hair. Without that genetic code that says that your hair will grow past a particular era, it won't go any further.
But couldn't that just be a wig purchase?
No.
I mean,
without your genetics, without the code for your life, your destiny, no, it's 100%.
Really?
Yes.
We got to come back. We got to do a show on genetics, because I'm a disbeliever in a lot of genetic philosophies.
Okay.
And that's a whole show in itself, and I could probably be here for hours talking about that. But it's something I've always debated.
Okay.
And I want us to touch on that. We can even,
we can agree to disagree.
And nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, we're almost on the verge of wrapping up, and I want you to tell the folks how they can get a hold of you. Tell them about your website, your practice, and how they can take themselves out of the darkness and turn themselves loose and hopefully get some light from Dr. Nadine Wong.
I can be found at alabasterwellnessclinic.com. I'm located in Toronto, Canada, in the town of Ajax. At any time, I'm always checking my emails, so you can always email me your comments or questions. My book you can purchase on Amazon, or it's published by Zulon Press. And if there's not a silly questions, I really thrive on just finding answers. That's just really my quest in life, to continue to research answers or unanswered questions. Really, that got me started to begin with as a trichologist. It's just simple unanswered question that graduated me from a cosmetologist to a trichologist, and then from a trichologist combined with a naturopathist, and now as a psychotherapist. So Alabaster Wellness Clinic is my website, and it has all my credentials and all my contacts.
Sounds good. Well, it's been a pleasure having you. I want you to come back.
Thank you.
We got to talk about genetics, and we can debate it all day long. And I also want to talk, when you come back again, I want us to talk about our culture, Black culture.
Okay.
And is it stifling? Is it actually hurting our women?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I want us to talk about that. I want us to have an open and honest discussion, and we don't have to agree. And
okay.
But I really want us to get to the heart of that matter.
Okay.
I think that's really important, and I think a lot of people are interested as well.
And for the record, it is hurting our community.
So Black culture is leading us astray.
It's really hurting. Where our hair is concerned, our self-esteem, our overall health, it's an epidemic. It's a hidden epidemic that is really affecting our complete wellness.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Once again, Dr. Nadine Wong. The book is "What If Your Hair Could Speak? What Would It Say?" Pick it up, folks. It's on Amazon.com. Also,
Zulon Press.
Zulon Press as well. And come back real soon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. You're welcome. My pleasure. Folks, that concludes another episode of What's Going On. Stay tuned for another episode right here on REMICTV.com.